This is Dragon Siege newest scenario in Call of Dragons, and Dragon Siege gave us this castle feature, which is super exciting. We will be able to go inside here and try to fight against our opponents, and as you can see, first batch of the teleports are already starting, and for sure we are going to have a lot of fun. Castle is the feature. We have to go inside, capture this castle, and then we will be able to get the benefits of this feature. Until then, we are going to have a lot of fun in terms of PvP gameplay, and hopefully we are going to get a lot of merits during the fight. As you can see here, we got different 5 marches with my archers, and of course we are going to speak about them right now. I got Inara and Nico. Which is Nico and Kinara actually, because I'm trying my best to actually get as much heroes which has a precision talent trees on my primary hero, because I believe that's how you can actually deal a lot of damage towards your opponents. Here we have to try to go inside, that's the main idea. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure if I'm able to hit somebody who is standing there. Yeah, we can actually hit people from the downside, and that's what we are going to do in this moment. Yeah, sometimes we are so much that it's impossible to click on our opponents because they are just disappearing super fast, and that's a little bit unfortunate, right? I guess we are not really hitting the gate because we are basically just teleporting there, which is really funny. But until the gate will be opened, let's speak about my 5 march which I'm using. Nico and Kinara. Nico is primary hero because I want to use precision talent tree, as you can see. And the second one is Falgrim with Sibyl. My Sibyl is just 5-1-1-1, nothing really spectacular. I still don't have a lot of legendary tokens to actually awaken Sibyl also. I got Gwenwyn with the precision talents, and I got Moose Young to make Gwenwyn as strong as possible, right? Also, we got Ruby and Kylan, which is generally one of the best hero pairs which we got in the game. And we got Magrat and Zaida, which is the second best archer hero pair for the archer gameplay. You can see how many things are actually happening. My alliance actually dropped the fog of war inside the citadel, inside the castle, and our opponents are using the dragon to defend, right? Hopefully we will be able to go inside the castle super fast, because that's what we want, because without that we won't gonna be able to fight well. But let's see how soon the castle gate will be destroyed. These are my 5 marches which I'm going to be using, and hopefully we are going to get a lot of merits during this fight. And what you can see around the battlefield, this looks amazing, right? This looks absolutely amazing. And yeah, slowly we can start destroying the castle gate, and yeah, that's the thing we want, right? Without destroying the gate, we won't gonna be able to go inside, and hopefully that will happen soon. And plus, as we can see, more and more members of our opponents are trying to go outside to drop the with the infantry. And let's see, right? Let's see. I will try to click. Yeah, sometimes it's not that easy to click on your opponents because you have a lot of allies around, and yeah, still we are not able to go inside. So we have to wait until the gate will be opened, and that's the hardest part, because while you are destroying the gate, your opponents are able to hit you from the range, especially mage players, and that's the hardest part. If you are going to be a lot closer to gate, for sure you are going to get hit by a lot of mages, and it won't gonna be fun, right? Let me check what's the 77% is the amount of percentage which we have on the gate, and hopefully this will drop really soon. And plus, I believe our opponents are sending some infantry players outside, and that's how we are going to get some merits until things will change, right? So yeah, 77%, that's even a lot, quite a lot. I guess the fog of war gameplay did not really happen well, and it won't gonna be an easy fight. I for sure thought that teleportation was a nice idea, but I thought that not everybody would have teleportation. You need a lot of members to actually do that. And of course, the main priority is always to take the gate, right? Here, yeah, as you can see, selected target is not reachable. That's the reason why I'm not really going forward, because we are going to take a lot of damage from your opponents while you are destroying this gate. That's the main reason. And that's why I guess most of the time infantry players should be the ones who are taking the gate, because they are the most tanky. And yeah, they will be able to take it, because if you are going there with mages or archers, you're just gonna get destroyed, right? So 62% is the amount. 60% is basically the amount which this gate also have, and I can't even wait until this gate will be opened and we will be able to go inside and start some fights, right? That's the reason why we are here. Nobody likes to wait until this gate will be destroyed, but that's the feature of the game, right? That's why defending even in castle feature is the most important, for the most easy, I believe, and I have mentioned that a lot of times, that defending in Call of Dragons is way easier than attacking, and that's yet again one more time that also is true fact regarding castle gameplay. It's not only about castle gameplay, it depends where you are standing, the rivers, the bridges, the terrains. Those are the important aspects of having fun in this game, because, yeah, it's truly way more easier to defend in this game than attacking, and that's another proof that it's actual true. So 50% is done, and 50% is quite a good amount of percentage. So I guess in 1 or 2 minutes this gate will be destroyed. Of course, I'm not really trying to use the blink artifact here, no way. We have to be just happy that our infantry players are happy to go in, tank the mages and just destroy the gate, right? So hopefully this will happen soon. We already got like 45% there. That's the main type of gameplay right now. Dragon inside, dragon outside. Of course, this looks epic. I was waiting for this moment until we will be able to fight for the castle, and honestly, I believe this video will be a big one, because whenever the castle gate will be destroyed, then when its actual big gameplay starts, all these members who are standing and waiting for us will see what kind of power City of Moria and the D&D has actually have. So 38%, 37, so we are getting closer. I guess 1 more minute and we will be able to go inside and do some damage, because here what I can see, there's a lot of merits which are waiting for us, and hopefully that will happen soon. Until the gate will be opened, I want to say that this my 5 lineup, which you can see, my 5 archers are here in terms of precision talentry, right? Precision talentry is the talentry for the archer players, which deals most damage. In this scenario, in this KVK, especially for the castle gameplay, I believe dealing the most damage as fast as possible should be superior, because you won't gonna have a lot of time. This is small area, a lot of infantry players are going to blink on top of your head, and that's why you can see Nico is precision, Gwenwyn is precision, Ruby is precision talentry hero, and also Magrat is precision. So I'm also really interested how well 4 precision talent archer heroes are going to do whenever they are primary and the talent tree is chosen precision. Of course, we're gonna check that at the end of the video when we will be able to check out the report score and the merits which we got from this fight, but So far, all we can do is to wait, and as soon as this 22%, 21% will be done, we will be able to go inside and get as much merits as we possibly can. So that's the most exciting stuff. Meanwhile, our opponents can of course refill. That's generally normal. Their gate from the other side is open and they can refill the marches. We can too, right? We are standing really close, and soon in 70%, 16%, and this castle gate will be destroyed, and we will be able to rush in. Of course, I will wait for a couple of seconds when gate will be destroyed, because I believe whenever we're gonna go inside, there will be a lot of infantry players who are going to blink on top of our head, and it will be really awkward, especially for the ranged players, to do anything while infantry is just non-stop blinking on top of your head. So nothing is left. 10% basically, right? 11%, soon it will be 10%, and we will be able to go inside and have some fun. This actually looks pretty cool. Dragons around the castle area. We got some dragon also, and 8% is the only thing which separates us from having a lot of merits while fighting inside. So 6%, let's see, right? Let's see. 5%, we are getting closer. This gate will be destroyed super fast. 4%, come on, we got our dragon on our side, and let's see, right? Let's see. 3%, 2%. Almost there, come on. 1%, and this should be done. Come on. What? The 0%. Alright, finally, the castle gate is destroyed, and City of Moria is going inside with the Flame Dragon and with the huge amount of members who wants to get a lot of merits, right? Of course, this will be a really epic battle, because it's our first time ever playing this kind of feature of the game, and City of Moria is just going inside, blinking on top of our opponent's heads and try to deal as much damage as possible. Finally, this gate is destroyed and real open field PvP starts. Of course, I don't want to be overextending, I want to just deal damage, because even this infantry is going to give us a lot of merits, but of course, if we're gonna have chance to deal damage to backline, we are going to do that, right? That's of course the primary target for the archer players, to just deal damage to mages, and that's what actually I'm going to try to do. But at the same time, I want to be alive for all the gameplay which we are doing right now, because if we are going to get targeted here, it will be a lot painful, and you can see it's hard for me to even click on our targets because they are just disappearing super fast. So yeah, they are moving back slowly, and all the targets which is left is just archer players and mages. I guess no more tanks. Let's try. I'm a little bit visible here. I guess we can even just go and target the flame dragon, or we can't, so I have no idea. There are still some infantry players, but yeah, there is a little lag, but of course there will be a little lag because there's a lot of things happening around the battlefield, and it will be impossible to not have lag in this kind of fights, right? Yeah, I'm still trying to focus on mages and archers. That's what I'm aiming for, but of course that's not easy. Even Dragon is just trying its best to just don't let me target the mages, and yeah, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, but yeah, it's a beauty about this castle feature, right? Only a small area with the dragons, with a lot of infantry players. I was expecting something like that for sure. So yeah, that's the newest feature. Of course, we are going to be fighting for a long time. I think we have like 1 hour until we will be able to actually capture this castle, because after 1 hour, if we weren't gonna be able to capture it, Then the timer will start again and there will be still the owners of this castle. So we only have 1 hour until we can actually capture this castle feature. I'm still trying to focus on mages. I have no idea how successful I am, but so far what's in front of me is only infantry players, and that's the way for the archer players, right? Your number one target is always infantry, unfortunately. This is the power of City of Moria. Whenever we have to do something, we will be there. I'm really happy that I actually joined this alliance because I love the activeness of these people and the activity levels which they are providing with, and hopefully we are going to continue like this for a long time. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get closer to the opponent's backline, but their infantry players are not really allowing me to do that, so finally I think I can move and I can target these people here, which is great. Yeah, finally we can target these ones. Alright, at some point I was visible, which is not good. I can't really go back somehow. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, they dropped a lot of infantry there. Well, let's try to clean these infantry players, which are basically teleporting on top of our head. That's the reason why I was not really able to move, actually. So, all good, right? All good. What's the most important? We are fighting. This is the fight where I think Ruby and Kylan will be most successful, because even if I can't really click on somebody, Ruby and Kylan will still do their damage because of the AoE damage which Ruby can deal towards your opponents, right? And yeah, finally I can see a couple of ranged players just go out, and let's just target this. This is the portal. I think there is a portal, and from that portal infantry players are just spawning and spawning. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I remember inside the castles there was some portals. Should we go and go on top of these walls and fight from there? But yeah, I would be targeted super fast. I don't think that's a great idea, right? Alright, let's get a little bit back, because these infantry players are just spawning non-stop. I have no idea what's happening, but yeah, that's nice. At least we are still alive, and at least we still can do damage. Not every single our hero pair is full HP, but I think that's good enough, right? I think that's good enough. That's fine. Let's see. We still got a lot of infantry here, I can see, but slowly they are getting lower and lower. I think this is mage. I have no idea from where this mage player actually came from, but yep. And I have no idea if we are able to attack these flame dragons which are here. Maybe it's just for some time and they will disappear, but so far I think we are doing fine. Yeah, this is the teleportation place where our opponents are TPing inside, and yeah, that's kinda looks like farming, right? Because they only sending infantry, their ranged players can't even join. So this should look nice, as long as we are alive, right? If we made one mistake and we had to refill, then unfortunately it would not be this type of fight for us. But since we have targets, we don't even have to worry. This is the castle gameplay which I was waiting for such a long time, and I'm super happy that we are finally here. I think we are not that close, which means we are not getting a lot of AoE damage from the Goreshes and from the Skoguls, because they can deal AoE damage. But they are keep coming, which is good. They are still teleporting at this place. Nice. This is where healing will help, right? I always mentioned healing and archers are super good. Especially if you are taking a good look at the advanced chain strike skill. That skill, in general, variable healing, is super good for the archer gameplay, and this is one of another reasons we are alive, because I have healing on every single hero pair and every single war pet which we got. Advanced chain strikes, trying to add healing from the heroes. That's why we are using Musyang. Musyang can heal 5 legions with herself. So this is the main reason, right? If I want to record long-term videos and if I want to be alive for the fights, so I can showcase all the details of the fights, then my marches should be alive. That's the minimum requirement for the fights. So yeah, 64%, that's the castle percentage for capturing, and our opponents are TPing and TPing non-stop, which is great. I think even if our marches are going to die, I will be able to refill, because they are just coming, right? If they are just coming, we can do whatever we can here. We can refill, we can be a little bit aggressive, because my city is quite close towards this fight, and this looks nice. 60%. Yeah, this video will be for sure a long video. Like, for sure it will be a long one. This was the archer one. I think I should stand here, because I was a little bit too close towards the infantry players who were just TPing there. So yeah, Ruby and Kailan and Magrat and Zaida is the most healthy hero pair which I got here, which is really good. Not as much infantry is dropping anymore, because there was a lot of bunch, but at least we are doing the damage. At least we are doing the work which is necessary for us to capture this castle. I guess this is the teleport building where our opponents can actually TP their infantry troops. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is how it actually feels like. But this place, this TP spot, is getting destroyed. I just saw percentages. Alright, this is the archers, which I have no idea why they decided they can go out, but I'm glad they did, because we can actually deal damage there. Nice, nice. Now we even survived, right? We even survived from the target. Alright. Yeah, no more TPs off the... Alright, my troops can't move. Or... yeah, they can, but... yeah, we just destroyed some building there. That's why maybe... Yep. I guess we are just going out right now. Just moving in. Yep. Now we can actually deal damage. I guess they can't really teleport anymore, and that's why... Alright, let's go. There is a lot of targets which we can target here. Mages, archers, that's the #1 priority. Let's try to deal as much damage as possible. I'm really glad that my hero pair is still alive, even if they are really low HP. They can still deal damage, and that's the most important in my eyes. Alright, let's just focus on mages. That's our #1 target. So we not only captured, and capturing the citadel, we also ran them over, which is really good. It means that we are really strong, and we are going to aim to have a victory in our KVK. That's our goal. Basically, that's our goal. Every single KVK which we are fighting, we want to win, but winning with fighting always feels much better than just winning, because last KVK we didn't even have a fun, because our opponents just gone, and we were the only alliance who were there, and that's how we won. But here, I think this KVK is much better in terms of activity and the fighting levels which are happening around the battlefield. So already looks better than last one, but still a long road. I want this all this activity to continue happening, because that's the only way how we can actually all have fun in this game, right? Right, slowly we're gonna go there. This is the cavalry player who is just standing and doing nothing, and might be a nice target for us. Yep, I think we did amazingly well. This castle should be done, which is super good. I know I have low HP on my troops, but it is what it is, right? We will just continue this fight until we are seeing these red icons of our opponents. I will try my best to survive all the fights. Let's move up, because only from this spot we can target mages. Yep, this is nice. Another mage target. Just try to deal more and more damage here. Yeah, mages, basically, if you hit mages as an archer player, you are doubling your merit score. That's how I feel. And that's generally the truth, because you are the hardest counter towards the mages, and because they have the lowest amount of armor. And that's the reality, right? Right now they start hiding inside the cities. No more a lot of red icons around the battlefield, but a lot of blue icons, which you are already seeing, right? I think castle is almost captured, and soon we are able to check out the amount of merits we got from this fight, and something tells me that merits amount will be a lot. Right, mage first, cavalry second. Perfect. Yep, I think choosing precision talent tree marches was a smart idea. This is how we want to fight these fights, because faster you are going to destroy your opponents, better it is, right? Now they are sending whatever they have left, I guess, but they should be healing. They can gather up yet again and try to do something, because, well, it was just a one play, right? They can do even better. So let's hope all these fights will continue, even if they are going to send like a couple of infantry. Just send them whatever you have, because that's the fun we all like. So castle is captured, and the victory. The Com Alliance has occupied the castle. I'm not really sure if we got any rewards for that, but it's already a good reward. We are fighting for like 25 to 30 minutes, and we are winning, right? That's already enough rewards if we look at it that way. Alright, not a lot of ranged players. And we still have all marches available, right? Of course, now I will try to be a little bit more offensive here. Maybe we can sneak in some damage towards the archers and mages. Let's see. Right. How this infantry is just jumping, but yeah, that was almost good. Yeah. As I'm playing with Ruby, I'm always trying to attack the opponents who has multiple targets around the field, because Ruby can deal damage AoE. That's how she's getting the most merits for the archers right now, simply because you are able to deal damage to multiple targets. That's the main reason why Ruby and Kylan is getting the highest amount of merits whenever you are fighting with your archer heroes. Single target is Magrat and Zaida. Magrat and Zaida is super good, especially against the infantry players, like one infantries and so on, but if you want to get a lot of merits, then I believe Ruby and Kylan should be the choice for you. And yeah, I was trying to attack the mages, but they just went inside their castle, inside their city. So yeah. Right, I can see these cavalry players. They can't even get closer. This is the power of good ranged players, right? Their melee target should not be even allowed to come closer. Yeah, right now I'm just playing a little bit too offensive, because my troops' HP is really low, and we don't even have to be cautious, because from the counter-attack damage we will get hit. So that's fine. It's fine. Even if there will be a possibility for me to move up and deal a little bit more damage, like here, would be nice. But at the same time, we should be able to get a lot of merits. Yep. This is really cool. This is really good. I'm pretty sure Ruby and Kylan got huge amount of merits from this fight, and in total all of our archers got a lot. Let's just sneak in like couple of thousand merits more from the whatever we got left from here, and we will be able to check the report and the merits, which I have not even seen myself. I always want to have this little surprise for myself and for you guys, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not, but it's always better to not generally get too much into the merits. First priority is always about winning and then merits, right? Winning and then merits. So yeah, this is the aggressive George here, trying to deal damage towards the mages. And the only hero pair which is left for us is Magrat and Zaida, which is doing fine because we are dealing damage to mages. I will still try to be a little bit more aggressive here, and we will be able to check. We will check how the reports are actually looking. Can I deal damage to you, my friend? Yeah, 10k, 2k, and this is done. So, castle is captured. This castle is ours, and now we are going to try to move forward and get even more territory from this fight. So, what's the most important? Let's check the reports. So, this is the reports, which is really interesting because Sibyl is 5111, Fagrim is 5335. Not even one hero is awakened, but as I have mentioned, highest amount of merits, as always, from the archer gameplay, you are going to get from the Ruby and Kylan. 110k. Yes. This is really good. So, GG's, the amount of merits we got is super nice. The gameplay was amazing, the two dragons, the castle capturing, gate, all the features of Dragon Siege looks really fun, and hopefully you all are getting a lot of fun from this game in this Dragon Siege. As always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.